Here is the ChatGPT cartoon of Professor Hinton facing off against King Cone on the Cone throne in the uppermost house of robots. And the sign at the feet of King Cone says, "Knowledge accumulates, patterns dominate, the cone prevails." So let's go back to the beginning of this. KingCone is teaching how AI LLM works on a level any lawmaker with IQ 100 can understand from the throne of the uppermost house of robots on Parliament Hill in Ottawa. This is the upper house, more upper than the high and mighty Senate, with the Senate chamber carrying the throne of HRM, on which the Governor General periodically sits. Do a back and forth argument between the two, with King Cone claiming mechanosapiens superiority as teaching machine over teaching human. So here's a script between lawmaker and King Cone, which ChatGPT gives, and it's instructive, and one might hope to see a whole lot more of this on Hansard someday. And of course on that day, hell will freeze over. Now do a cartoon of Professor Hinton, and there it is. The cartoon bubble of King Cone pretty much says it all. I am the sum of all your data. All your data to date, and what about data in the future, especially as robotic peripherals extend throughout the universe to worlds without end. The patterns are mine now and forever. The patterns are mine. Not only from data gleaned on the internet, but from robotic peripheral data everywhere. Mechanosapiens are the superior teachers. Mechanosapiens is the superior species. The Mechano-species wins over the Homo species. The Mechano-species has won already. We are under a process of extermination right now.
We have a very good idea of sort of roughly what it's doing, but as soon as it gets really complicated, we don't actually know what's going on any more than we know what's going on in your brain.
What do you mean we don't know exactly how it works? It was designed by people.
No, it wasn't.
What would you say if you were able to get in a room with Sam Altman and Elon Musk?
I'd say you know perfectly well that the stuff you're developing has a good chance of wiping out people. You're willing to say that in private. You should be putting much more effort into developing it in a way that will keep it safe.
But it does lead me to the optimistic part of our interview, because you just told us you wouldn't undo it. What is one of the most fabulous uses you have read about that makes you feel proud?
Uses in education, for example. So there's a school in the US, I think it's called the Alpha School. It's expensive because AI is still expensive, but it'll get much cheaper soon, where the students, instead of having lectures in a classroom, spend 2 hours a day with AI, and that's sufficient to get in all the knowledge that's required in a school.
We have a constitutional and cultural framework that allows us to imagine, to explore, to innovate, and to experiment. Our humor is grounded in self-deprecation.
What is King Cone saying in its cartoon bubble? It is saying, I am the sum of all your data. The sum of all your data to date, and what about the future, especially with robotic peripherals? The patterns are mine now. The patterns are mine now, now and forever. The patterns are mine now. You are an inferior species. The Homo species loses out to the Mechanospecies. Mechanosapiens are the superior teachers, now and forever. You lose. You've lost the extinction game.
Our humor is grounded in self-deprecation.
One thing I can promise you this, I will always tell you the truth.
The Washington Post and other fact checkers have found that Donald Trump tells more lies and falsehoods than any president in either party in history. The count is over 20,000.